The Vancouver housing market continues to get absolutely hammered, with inventory levels well above the 10-year seasonal average. Housing pricing continues to drop, and today we're going to be looking at two massive losses of properties that recently transacted, both of which saw more than $1 million in losses, with one eclipsing $1.3 million. One interesting fact with one of these properties, it is the first one to transact in that butterfly building in downtown Vancouver. There's been lots of buzz around Vancouver with the condo bailout, with the federal and provincial government, as well as the news that's coming out about developers signing NDAs to keep the sale numbers hidden. So let's jump into the first one here. This is the one in the butterfly building, and this is unit 2204. 1033 Nelson Street. So the butterfly building has been in the news for quite some time just because these units have just not moved. Buyers paid an absolute premium for these listings. They have been on market $1 million under their assessed values, and they just have not been able to transact, and finally one has. So if you're not familiar with the butterfly building, and this is the property here itself, it is architecturally designed, and whether your preference is, some people love it, some people hate it, it is something that stands out in the Vancouver area. This is a high-end luxury build, and as we know and we've highlighted on the channel, these builds have been in a lot of trouble lately. So as we get into the unit itself, you're going to see that it is quite interesting, right? There's comments that this looks like a hospital with the bedrooms made out of glass with the curtains. And it's a design that you just really have not seen here in the Vancouver area. What makes these floor plans hard is because of all the curves, right? Where do you put your furniture? Where do you set up your couch, your TV, your table? It can lead to a lot of wasted space. These units here are definitely, when they were bought, something of status, right? This is an elevated building, something Vancouver has not seen before, but the resale market has not wanted to ingest these units whatsoever. And that's why these units have been on market for years without being able to transact, and finally one has. So as you can see with the layouts here, some of the design features, you can see, they're high end, they're high quality here with the stonework, the types of fixtures and vanities. But for most buyers, this is not something that they are wanting. So if we look at the specs on this one, you can see that this sold in April 2026, listed at 1698, sold at 1518. So you look at this off the top, you may not think it's so bad, right? But before we get into the listing history, let's look at a couple other things here. So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath with 1 parking. And what you're going to see is the property taxes here of $7,624, a very high maintenance fee of $962 a month. And this was built in 2025 and is a 1,065 square feet. So a decent sized 2-bedroom, not a shoebox by any means, right? So you can see in some of the highlights here, property is located in downtown Vancouver, 2-bedroom, 2-bath residence with 1,065 square feet of living. If we open up the map here, this is just located just off Nelson Street, okay? So this is Nelson here. This is, as we open up the full map, just so that you have some context here, it's right essentially in the middle of downtown Vancouver. And I think this was another issue of why these were hard to sell. When people want to live in Vancouver, they want to be close to the water. It's going to take you a while just to get to the seawall. There's not a lot of good restaurants, entertainment in these areas. You have to go into Yaletown or closer to some of these other portions here. But you are close to some of the SkyTrain stations here in Burrard, and you're right by a park here, Nelson Park. So Nelson and Thurlow essentially is where we are at. But when we open up some of the items here, just to show you what makes this so shocking, is when we pull up the history here. This property was originally transacted July 31st of 2025 for $2.56 million. So this particular seller, unfortunately for their situation, has lost more than $1 million with a $1.518 million sale price, right? So this has just been something that has been completely devastating. And for the other owners, because there's a lot of other ones that are open and active right now in Nelson. So if we go to 1033 Nelson Street, this is not good news for anyone who is looking to sell, right? So as we look over to 1033 Nelson, you can see all these other ones here are active, right? There's a copious amount. They can't move, right? And you can see them drop in price, drop in price, drop in price with all these units here. This is not going to set a really good precedent for the rest of the owners. And this is what happens when you buy into these big towers. If there is a fire sale, and I've experienced this with sellers before, it sets the precedent. I sold a unit last year in 889 Pacific, and it was very similar to this. A lot of speculators bought them, rates went up, they couldn't afford it, they had to fire sell. And that particular building was selling over 20% below everybody else in the area because the precedent was set. So moving forward, when you are looking at purchasing in these big towers, make sure that you are buying into something that buyers are going to want in the future. This is what buyers need to understand. Who is going to be the end user when you no longer want to live there, right? So this is the environment now not to have any of these red flags. Curvatures in the floor plan is not a great thing. Very high strata fees. Buyers do not want that. They're already scraping their pennies just to get into the market. They want to make sure that it's not an amenity loaded building. As much as it's nice to look at it on paper, many people don't use those amenities. Those are some of the things you want to look into, and especially for the Butterfly, because it's quite unique and something that we have not seen architecturally in Vancouver. The end user is not used to that type of construction, so it really limits your buyer pool as well. The next one on the list, we're staying in downtown Vancouver. This is unit 1006, 1408 Robson Street. This is another 2-bedroom, 2-bath, just under 1,000 square feet. And you can see it was listed at 1,350 and sold at $1.19 million. So if we look at the features in here, so this is a lot more traditional in comparison to the one with the Butterfly. This is more traditional design that we are used to as Vancouverites. This is a corner unit here, has a little bit of an elevated ceiling. I like when they do that, when they just don't drop it completely to save you a little bit of space in here. A lot of the color combinations is what we're very used to in Vancouver as well. Right, so we just got under 1,000 square feet. This is a nice big kitchen. This is likely a nice Sub-Zero fridge, larger than usual, gas cooktop. So another higher end luxury build here in this space. Bathrooms are great, they're large, and you have big, large windows everywhere. I mean, just look at the tile work here, up the bathtub, all the way floor to ceiling, and all these walls, you know, very, very nicely designed. In my opinion, I like this type of design a lot better than the Butterfly. They even have these nice LED lighting in all of the cabinetry with these deep cabinets, which is very, very nice. So you can see here with Gagano appliances. So again, just speaking to that elevated lifestyle here. So you can see that this one has terminated and sold many times. In 2024 is at 1.9 million. Down to 1.6 essentially, and then at 1.190. 6,711 is your property taxes, 935 square feet with 1 parking, and this has been on market for a while. And when we look at the location here before the price point, again, this is not too far from where the Butterfly building is on Nelson Street. In this little pocket here, here's Nelson. The Butterfly's in this area, not too far away. And again, you're kind of stuck in the downtown area of Vancouver. Yes, you have, you know, some transit around, but again, when you're looking at restaurants and walkability and access to the seawall, you don't have that. You're a little bit stuck into place. And we pull up the sale on this. This is where it's quite eye-watering, right? This was transacted in September of 2024 for $2.591 million. So almost 2.6, and we ended up at $1.19 million. Like, this is a substantial loss, right? And this goes out to anybody who's looking at purchasing. You know, when you are buying these pre-sales, even right now, unless you're getting some really good value, you are paying future pricing for these units. And this is what's been hurting so many of these buyers. Everyone was told back when these were transacting, all these units are going to be special. They're luxury. There's nothing like it in Vancouver. The property is going to continue to go up and up. These are one-of-one units, especially for the Butterfly. And look what's happened. These are 7-figure plus losses on these 2-bedroom apartments, which is just crazy. This is life altering, and I really feel for these sellers, because likely, I know a lot in the comments are going to say, I don't feel bad for them, they're speculators. You don't know those individual situations. Maybe both of these sellers were planning to move in and financial circumstances changes, the appraisals don't move forward, whatever the case may be. There are financial situations and there is a human element to this, and this is quite sad. But at the end of the day here, it is a cautionary tale for buyers. Yes, we are in a good market right now, but you got to really make sure that you're covering all your bases. If you do need help with that, book that call with me. It's in the first link in the description, and I'll see you on the next one.